Picture this scenario because I guarantee it has happened to you in the last 6 months. You're scrolling through your phone, the one you bought just 18 months ago, and suddenly you see the ad. The new model just dropped. Better camera, faster processor, sleeker design. And just like that, your perfectly functional device feels ancient. It feels slow. It feels embarrassing. So you click. You finance it for $40 a month because that sounds reasonable. Then you're at your laptop, the one that still works fine, but it's taking an extra 3 seconds to boot up. Your friend just got the new one. It's thinner. It's lighter. Before you know it, you're on the website configuring a $2,000 machine to check emails and watch Netflix. You tell yourself, I need this for work. This is an investment. But what if I told you that mathematically, you aren't investing, you're hemorrhaging wealth? What if I told you that the upgrade cycle, the new phone every 2 years, the latest laptop, the smart home devices that promise to make your life easier, are all part of a perfectly engineered financial extraction system that is quietly bankrupting you? You think you're staying current with technology, but the math proves you might be spending the equivalent of a down payment on a house just to have gadgets that do the exact same things your old ones did. My name is Bobby, and I spend way too much time reverse engineering the psychological tricks that corporations use to convince us that last year's perfectly good technology is suddenly obsolete garbage. If you are someone who feels a weird sense of shame when you pull out a phone that's more than 2 years old, or if you've ever justified a major purchase by saying it's only a small monthly payment, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Because today, we aren't talking about being anti-technology. We are talking about the upgrade myth, the lie that you need the newest version of everything to function in modern society. We are going to calculate the true cost of staying current. And I have to warn you, once you see how much of your lifetime earnings are being siphoned into the upgrade cycle, you will never look at a product launch the same way again. Here's the fundamental deception that tech companies have perfected over the last 2 decades. They have convinced us that technology depreciates in value the moment something newer exists, even if the old technology still works perfectly. Your phone from 2023 can make calls, send texts, take photos, navigate, stream video, and access the entire internet. But the moment the 2025 model launches, your brain has been programmed to perceive your current phone as inadequate. This is manufactured obsolescence, not in the old sense where products were designed to break, but in the psychological sense where products are designed to feel broken even when they function flawlessly. Let's perform a financial autopsy on a hypothetical tech consumer in this economy. Let's call her Maya. Maya considers herself financially responsible. She has a job. She pays her bills. She's not reckless. But Maya has fallen into the upgrade trap, and it is costing her a fortune she doesn't even realize she's spending. Let's start with the smartphone, the device that has become an extension of our bodies. Maya upgrades her phone every 2 years like clockwork. The new model costs $1,200. She trades in her old phone and gets $300 back, so she's really only paying $900, right? Wrong. That trade-in phone could have lasted her another 3 years easily. But by upgrading on schedule, Maya is spending $900 every 2 years. That's $450 a year, or $37.50 a month, just to have a phone that takes slightly better photos and has a processor speed she will never actually utilize. Over a 30-year adult life, that is $13,500 spent on unnecessary phone upgrades. But it gets worse because Maya isn't paying cash. She's financing it. That $40 a month payment seems manageable, but it comes with interest. Over the life of the financing, she's actually paying $1,350 for that $1,200 phone. And because she's always financing the next one before the last one is paid off, Maya has had a permanent $40 a month phone payment for the last decade. She has normalized a subscription to having a phone. Now let's talk about the laptop. Maya bought a $2,200 MacBook 3 years ago. It works fine. It does everything she needs. But it's starting to feel slow compared to the new models. The truth is, her laptop isn't slow. The software has gotten bloated. The websites have gotten heavier. But instead of doing a simple factory reset or upgrading the RAM for $100, Maya convinces herself she needs the new model. She buys it. Another $2,200 every 4 years. That's $550 a year. Then there are the accessories, the ecosystem trap. Maya has an iPhone, so naturally she needs AirPods. Then she needs an Apple Watch because they all sync together. Then she needs an iPad because it integrates seamlessly. Then she needs a subscription to iCloud because her storage is full. Each individual purchase seems reasonable, but together they form a web of dependencies. The AirPods are $250. The watch is $400. The iPad is $600. The iCloud subscription is $120 a year. Maya has spent $1,250 on accessories, and she's locked into a $10 monthly subscription forever. But the real insidious cost is the upgrade pressure these create. When she upgrades her phone, suddenly her AirPods don't have all the new features. When she upgrades her watch, suddenly it doesn't work as well with her old phone. The ecosystem creates a cascade of forced upgrades. Then there is the smart home creep. Maya started with a smart speaker, just $50. Then she added smart lights because they were on sale. Then a smart thermostat to save energy, which cost $250. Then a video doorbell for security, another $200. Then smart locks, another $300. Before she knew it, Maya had spent $1,000 turning her home into a connected hub that requires constant updates, occasional replacements, and monthly subscriptions to cloud storage for the cameras. None of these devices made her life meaningfully better. They just gave her more things to charge, more apps to manage, and more monthly fees to pay. When you add up all of Maya's tech spending, the phones, the laptops, the accessories, the smart home devices, the subscriptions, she is spending approximately $2,000 a year just to stay current with technology. Over 30 years, that is $60,000. But we are only looking at the direct costs. We haven't even discussed the opportunity cost, the hidden tax, the psychological burden. That's $60,000, if invested at a conservative 7% annual return, would grow to over $200,000. Maya isn't just buying gadgets. She is buying gadgets instead of her retirement. She is trading her future freedom for the temporary dopamine hit of unboxing something new. There is also the time cost that nobody calculates. Every new device requires setup time, learning time, troubleshooting time. Maya spends hours setting up her new phone, transferring data, reconfiguring settings. She spends an evening figuring out why her smart lights won't connect to the new Wi-Fi. She spends a weekend troubleshooting why her laptop won't sync with her cloud storage. This is unpaid labor in service of consumption. If Maya valued her time at even $20 an hour, she's spending another $500 a year in time cost just managing her technology. Then there is the mental load. Maya has 7 different apps for 7 different smart devices. She has 4 streaming subscriptions because each one has exclusive content. She has 3 cloud storage services because she ran out of space on the free tiers. She has passwords for 17 different accounts related to her tech ecosystem. The cognitive burden of managing all this technology is real. It creates stress. It creates decision fatigue. It creates anxiety when something stops working. This is the upgrade myth. We have been sold the idea that newer is always better, that staying current is necessary, that upgrading is an investment. But the math exposes the truth. Upgrading is almost never an investment. It is a liability. It is a recurring expense disguised as progress. The tech industry has perfected the art of creating artificial urgency. They hold launch events with the production value of a concert. They use words like revolutionary, groundbreaking, innovative to describe features that are incrementally better at best. They create artificial scarcity with limited releases and waitlists. They leverage social proof by getting influencers to unbox and rave about products on day one. And most importantly, they have normalized the financing of depreciating assets. 20 years ago, if you couldn't afford something, you didn't buy it. Today, if you can afford the monthly payment, you buy it. This is financial poison. When you finance technology, you are paying interest on something that loses value every single day. The moment you walk out of the store, that device is worth less than you paid. By the time you finish paying it off, it's worth a fraction of the original price, and you're already eyeing the next upgrade. You are on a treadmill of perpetual payments for perpetual obsolescence. So what is the solution? How do we break free from the upgrade myth? The answer is not to reject technology. Technology is useful. The answer is to become a conscious consumer instead of a reflexive upgrader. First, establish a replacement policy based on failure, not on release cycles. Your phone should be replaced when it stops working, not when a new model drops. Your laptop should be replaced when it can no longer perform the tasks you need, not when it feels slow compared to the display model at the store. Most devices can last 5 to 7 years easily if you take care of them. Second, calculate the cost per use. If you buy a $1,200 phone and use it for 4 years, that is 82 cents per day. If you buy a $1,200 phone and use it for 2 years, that is $1.64 per day. You just doubled your cost for no additional value. Extending the life of your technology is the easiest way to cut your costs in half. Third, resist the ecosystem trap. Buy devices that work independently, not ones that require you to buy 5 other devices to unlock their full potential. A good pair of wired headphones costs $30 and will never need charging or software updates. A simple programmable thermostat costs $50 and doesn't require a subscription. You don't need everything to talk to everything else. Fourth, buy refurbished or last year's model. The tech industry's dirty secret is that last year's flagship is virtually identical to this year's flagship for 90% of users. You can buy a 1-year-old phone for half the price and get 95% of the performance. You can buy a refurbished laptop with a warranty for 40% off, and it will do everything you need. Fifth, eliminate tech subscriptions ruthlessly. Cloud storage, music streaming, video streaming, app subscriptions, they all add up. Maya is spending $50 a month on tech subscriptions. That is $600 a year, $18,000 over 30 years. Buy an external hard drive for $80 and own your storage forever. Use free alternatives. Cancel the subscriptions you don't use daily. The biggest shift is psychological. You have to decouple your self-worth from your technology. Having the latest phone does not make you more successful, more intelligent, or more valuable. It makes you a better customer. That's it. The upgrade cycle is designed to make you feel inadequate, so you keep spending. Reject that programming. I want you to audit your tech spending this weekend. List every device you've bought in the last 5 years. Calculate what you spent. Calculate what you could have spent if you had kept devices longer. Look at your monthly subscriptions. Add it all up. Write that number down. That is your upgrade tax. Now imagine what you could do with that money if you redirected it toward literally anything else. That friction, that awareness, will inoculate you against the next product launch. We are living in an era where companies have discovered that selling you the same thing over and over again is more profitable than selling you something once. Don't fall for it. Use your technology until it dies. Reject the upgrade myth. Your bank account and your future self will thank you. If this video made you rethink your next purchase, share it with someone who's about to finance a new phone. We can break this cycle together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.